How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is your guy Ejected, coming back at you with another Call of Duty Mobile video. In this Call of Duty Mobile video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to be a pro part 2. Hey, you guys seem to really enjoy part 1. We actually reached 3,000 likes. So if you guys want to see a part 3, because I have many more tips. I don't have just part 1s and part 2s. So if we get that, make sure we get 3,000 likes if you want to see a part 3. Also, guys, I want to see your guys' opinion. Choose of the two options below and comment it down below. What do you guys prefer? Search in the story or domination? I really want to see where my community stands in this situation. Also, if you guys happen to see me in the YouTube algorithm, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for future Call of Duty Mobile videos, and you could potentially learn something new. It's always free to do so. And yeah, that has been the introduction. Hopefully you guys learned something. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Now, for the first tip on the list is gun mastery. Now, this is a trait that every single pro player and a very talented player in Call of Duty Mobile has. They are good with almost every single gun in the game. Now, listen to me. Bad players usually use one gun and that's it, and if that gun is taken away, or when they're in a situation where that gun is at its weakest, they usually struggle. You guys do not want to be that type of player that relies on the deagles and relies on very overpowered stuff. And it doesn't even have to be overpowered stuff. It could be a submachine gun and assault rifle that you use. Just make sure you are versatile. A good player is good with every single gun, and the best way to master this is practicing the recoil patterns of the gun and making sure how the gun works. So when you are in a situation where you need to use a different gun, like in a tournament or scrim or even in a ranked game, you will be fine using it. Now, for coming in at number 2 in this video is rotations. Now, every pro player, every good player in Call of Duty Mobile has good rotations. It depends, because we're talking about domination and hardpoint. Hardpoint is a little bit different this season because the spawns are a little bit different, but in domination, you want to be active. You don't want to stay on one spot all the time unless your teammates are really bad and it's pretty easy to camp in. But if you guys want to maximize your kills and go for high kill streaks and even up your game, you want to make sure you rotate around the map effectively. You want to know where you're going to go. You want to know where the enemies are going to spawn by looking at the minimap. If you see in my screen right there, my minimap's in the middle of the screen. It's like there, you know. I want it to be obvious, and that's why, because a lot of people ask me, Ejected, how are you getting so much kills? How are you getting all these streaks? Well, I look at my minimap constantly because the minimap is basically a free information guide, and I could rotate around the map according to what is going on. See, the enemy has B, so clearly they're going to be spawning up a little bit north of that, so I'm not going to be super aggressive on that. So that is why I say you want to master your rotations. You want to know where the enemies are spawning in, and you want to act accordingly. Don't stay in one spot for too long. If there's going to be a lot of enemies pushing you in the front, you want to back up a little bit, probably pick up their guns or use scavenger. I personally don't use scavenger because I like to rush in and like to go head first. So that is up to you guys. If you are confident in getting nukes and certain things, which I don't really recommend getting nukes, then get scavenger. Now, coming in number 3 for how to be a pro in Call of Duty Mobile is learning your playstyle. Now, Call of Duty Mobile, I kind of have 2 playstyles personally. I know there's 3, including the anchor, but these are the 2 playstyles that I see in the game. There's the aggressive player, the sweat. You know, like how you guys see my gameplays, how I play. That is kind of my game style. I like to run in. I like to get as many gunfights as possible. I like to make it easy for my teammates to capture the point. Sometimes they don't because a lot of people don't play objective, but I try to go for kills and I try to make it easy for my teammates to capture the objectives. That is that. But in order to have this type of game style, you want to master your movement, you want to master your aim, and you want to master your game sense. Playing aggressive is for advanced players only. The second play style that I'm going to be talking to you about is the objective player. Now, the objective player isn't necessarily the flashiest player. It's not necessarily the person that's going to be top fragging, but they do a lot to contribute for the wins of the team. They're the ones that are going to be diving in head first to capture B. They're going to be the ones capturing the home flags. Let's all give credits in the comment sections to all of the objective players out there that capture the home flag, because I know I don't. Usually when domination starts, I usually run in and try to take map positioning immediately. So if you have a better game sense, if you have a better understanding of the game, but you don't have necessarily the flashiest gameplays, an objective player is perfect for you. The reason knowing the way you play is essential is so you could learn from that, build yourself up, and master that alone. Because I know a lot of people don't have the greatest devices to play on. So a lot of people try to force things. A lot of people don't have the best ping. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you get your playstyle down and master that, you could turn your weaknesses into strengths, therefore turning you into a much better player. Now I'm going to be telling you guys something. This is more for my search and destroy players. For my search and destroy players, if you are an aggressive player like me, you want to know when to rush, because knowing when to rush is key. Because here's the thing, usually a lot of people camp and search and destroy, and a lot of times we have bad teammates, we go against bad. So when you find a weakness in a rush route, because a lot of times a lot of enemies like to overcommit on A. I know when you guys are trying to rush A and there's like 4 or 5 enemies, that's perfect. That basically gives you an easy flank route to rush them, taking advantage of the situation. You want to make sure you take advantage of the situation that you're in search and destroy, especially when you're a more advanced player. You guys want to be able to have the confidence to rush in on the weak points of the rush route, because that will not only weaken the defenses of the search and destroy players on the enemy team, it will also give your not so good teammates a better chance to succeed, because you kind of took out the rushers while you're at it. Again, rushing is a high risk, high reward thing, so do this when you're a more advanced player, and I have more videos about this, and it's going to be in the description down below. Now for the last tip before I'm going to be showing you guys part 3 if we reach 3,000 likes, is negative momentum. Now, I know we've all been in losing streaks in ranked, and we've all just been in losing streaks. Like, there are times we're just not playing good, we're not feeling ourselves, like, what the hell, why am I not playing as good as I normally do? That's why when you're like on a 3, I recommend when you're on a 3 losing streak, stop, take a break, and drink water, refocus yourself, give it 30 to 45 minutes, hop back out on COD Mobile, and then do what you were doing in rank, because there's something called momentum. Usually when someone clutches a 1v4 in search and destroy, the enemy team is more down, like, damn, we could have won that round, but we lost that round, and it kind of gives a bad vibe to the enemy team. That is why it's important to have your momentum down and have positive momentum when you're playing ranked. Well, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed part 2. If we reach 3,000 likes, we're going to be doing part 3. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for the rest of the video, and have a great rest of your day. Love you all, and peace out.